It's not real life. Hey guys, it's Ray. I am officially 1 month on testosterone. For most of you guys, this is going to be one of those typical 1 month on T update, talking about changes and stuff. But when I look back on this one day, I want to be able to be like, when did this start to change, and be able to reflect on my videos and pull out those dates. So I've got some notes. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it quick, but once you start talking about stuff, I'm very long-winded, so prepare yourself. So for month 1, 9 out of 10 times I am read as female, and of the one time that I'm read as male, 10 out of 10 times people correct themselves to female once I open my mouth. So definitely not being read correctly. I'm definitely being misgendered just about every single time. The day after my first 2 shots, I broke out really bad. So I had my shot, and then the next day I broke out, and then I would clear up, and then I had my shot, and then the next day I broke out again, and I'd clear up. During week 3, my acne cleared up like a lot, and then during this last week, during week 4, it went crazy again. It's never like those really huge monster guys. It's like little guys, which is a lot easier to take care of because they're so small, and they're easier to hide too. It was during week 2 that I noticed my oil increased, which was very frustrating. I started using cleansing pads halfway through the day to try to control the... There's an airplane. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm so easily distracted. This is just ridiculous. I had a really bad mood swing on day 3. Well, first of all, it was weird that I had the snap, because I've never really snapped like that before. And then 10 minutes later I was laughing about it, and that's just like not normal at all for my emotions. Also on day 3 of week 1, my voice started feeling weird. My throat started doing weird things. It wasn't that it felt like my voice was dropping, but it felt like my throat was very tired. The whole, right before you go to sleep voice, or right when you wake up voice, it was like that all the time, and I started clearing my throat on day 3 as well. I have been contemplating how to talk about this, or if I should talk about this, but I've decided to go with the word downstairs. That's the word that I'm going to be using. Hopefully you catch on. And I'm not going to get too detailed about it because it is a private area. So, oh my god, that was the worst joke. On day 6, I started having weird sensations downstairs. It was weird. I don't really know how else to say that. I went to sleep that night and woke up day 7. Well, so now I'm getting into week 2, but there was obvious change. Extremely overnight obvious change. Getting into week 2, the tired voice continued, but it started getting a little fuzzier. I'll play a clip of my pre-T voice and then my 2-week on T voice right here.
Hey, this is Ray, and this is my voice pre-T.
Hey, this is Ray, and this is my voice 2 weeks on T.
Yeah, so as you can see, there was a slight difference. It was a little raspier, I guess. Still didn't feel like it had dropped per se, but it was definitely like gurgly, fuzzy. Fuzzy is like the perfect adjective for that, in my opinion. All through week 2, let's just go with this. Downstairs growth has continued throughout week 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like, it's been steadily growing. Okay, I'm done with this topic. For real, I'm done with it. It makes me so uncomfortable. I'm blushing. Woo. Okay, during week 2, my appetite spiked. It was, I don't have a very fast metabolism, so I don't really eat all that much. I don't intake very many calories. I keep track of all of my calories on myfitnesspal, and I'm pretty much like always between 800 calories and like 1200. That's like my normal range. During week 2, my calorie intake spiked to an average of about 1,800. By the end of that week, I had gained 3 pounds. By the end of week 2, I had gained 3 pounds. Also during week 2, the weights that I've been lifting at the gym were obviously easier to lift. I'm trying to be careful with the weight stuff at the gym because my muscles might be ready, but I know that my body's not ready to be lifting that much, and I know that a lot of guys have gotten themselves hurt by just going crazy. So I want to like gradually build up. So when the weights were obviously easier to lift, and I probably could have added on another 5-10 pounds and been just fine, I just added a couple pounds because I really don't want to push it and hurt myself. Also, I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder. I would very much like to be toned everywhere, but I have no desire to be like cock diesel ripped. It's just not. This is not a priority to me. During week 2, again, the fuzz on my face became a lot more noticeable. I've always had pretty intense peach fuzz on my face. I'm generally very hairy anyways. My belly is already very hairy. My face, like I said, has a lot of obvious peach fuzz, but it only grew to like a certain length pre-T. I would shave once a week pre-T, and by the 7th day, that's when the peach fuzz started to look more noticeable, so I would shave it off. But during week 2, it was nuts how noticeable it was by like halfway through the week. And it was long. I still waited a week to shave it, but it was like really long, and it wasn't darker, but it feels more coarse. On day 13, I was rubbing my last injection site to see if it was still sore, because I was going to be having a shot the next day. Obviously different leg, but I just wanted to see if it was still sore. And I flexed my leg when I did it, and I freaked myself out because my muscles are rock hard. They're not, during week 2, they were not bigger, but they were solid. The texture of the muscle had completely changed. It probably wasn't overnight, but I wasn't paying attention to it, and so it freaked me out because it was a huge change by the end of week 2. Going into week 3, my voice was still very fuzzy, and it started to feel like it was dropping a little bit. It started to sound lower, not just tired, but like lower. My facial hair continued to get longer, and grew in a lot faster. During week 3, I noticed a change in my sex drive. That's all I'm going to say about that. My appetite and my acne seemed to level off. During week 3, I noticed that it wasn't so much that I felt tired, but when I laid down for more than like 5 minutes, I was out. Obviously, these last few weeks have taken a toll on my body, all these changes and stuff. Week 4, let me tell you this before I proceed to week 4. Weeks 1, 2, and 3 went by incredibly slow. I just listened to a lot of guys on YouTube who talk about how, the first, actually they say all the time, I can't believe I'm however many months on T now, oh my gosh, it's going by so fast. And I was just like, tapping my foot the entire time, all 3 weeks, just like, when is it going to go by faster? Week 4 went by normal, which was really nice. My voice dropped a lot this past week. And I'll go ahead and play the pre-T clip again, and then my 4 weeks, my voice 4 weeks on T right now.
Hey, this is Ray, and this is my voice pre-T.
Hey, this is Ray, and this is my voice 4 weeks on T.
Okay, so as you can see, there's an obvious difference. During this past week, I have noticed a new dark chin hair every day, and mustache hair too. I shaved 3 days ago, and I can pull on them, like pull on my hairs, and it was never that long, even when I was waiting a whole week to shave. So that's really, really exciting. I've noticed like every muscle is more defined. My biceps, my back, my legs. I was stretching my legs, and I noticed the muscle pop out on the side. I've always had pretty toned. I actually have a really small chicken legs. But I've never seen my muscles poke out like that before. It was really awesome. So then I started investigating and flexing all of my muscles, and noticed all of them. They feel solid and they feel bigger. Over these past 4 weeks, I've gained 4 pounds. Pretty sure it's because my second week on tea, my appetite was out of control, just insane. And then this past week, my appetite has been all over the place, and I'm sure my metabolism is like WTF, for real. I'm sure most of the weight gain is muscle. I wanted to talk about my dosage because I don't think I mentioned that. I am doing 0.5 cc's each week, intramuscular in my thigh, self-injections. I think that covers everything. My reduction surgery is on the 29th, so Thursday, like 2 days away. I might do a mid-month update next month, just to check in, since I will be post-breast reduction. I keep track of my transition on Tumblr as well. If you go on Tumblr and you search the tag raewho, 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 all of my transition stuff will come up. And I post weekly charts on the calories that I eat and the calories that I burn from my cardio, and I keep track of the workouts that I do, and then I post each week along with those charts how much I weigh at the end of the week. On Tumblr, I keep track of my changes with pictures, like my physical changes with pictures. I've posted a bunch of pre-tea photos, and then I've already taken the photos, but I haven't posted them yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I need to have measurements taken as well. I'm going to be posting my pre-tea photos alongside with my 1 month on tea photos, and I'm going to be doing that monthly. If you want to go on my Tumblr and subscribe, follow, yeah, that's right. Tumblr is follow. Yeah, if you want to go on my Tumblr and follow me, you'll get those updates. I also, every 2 weeks, I post pretty much a written update, just like this, but I just type it out. A lot of what I talked about today is in that post. There's probably a little bit more detail. If you are interested in reading it instead of watching it, follow me, because you follow people on Tumblr. You don't subscribe. Do you subscribe? No. You subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, it looks like I have blown through all of my notes. I hope that I can edit this down to not take 20,000 minutes. If you have questions, you can leave a comment or message me. Just clearing the throat thing. Take care, guys, and I will see you later.